Hello, my beautiful Hammerhead, and welcome back. So, first of all, yes, I'm the beard after sleep. I really just woke up, and I want to talk about all the things that Games Workshop just revealed today with the new Age of Sigmar launch box. Because I'm also so sleepy, because I was up until 3:30ish a.m., so almost 24 hours, and we live streamed the Feel Good Friday. Yes, I said we, because a dear friend of mine was with us in the live stream, because her view of the game is untainted. She's really new, she knows nothing about it. She's Joanne Snow of the Age of Sigmar universe right now, and it was really refreshing to see what a newcomer to the game views these things as. So if you want to know how that went, please go to the live stream section. It's the Feel Good Friday stream for the reaction show. So, but long story short, let's just dive in. Skaventide is the jam-packed launch box for the new edition of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. This is Age of Sigmar, the depression box. It is really, really depressing. And I don't mean that in a real world sense. It's the setting. The Stormcasts are so depressed. They really need therapists. And yeah, let's just dive straight in. The peal of brass bells portends the explosive arrival of the Vermin Doom. Blight City has burst into the realm of fire and the hour of ruin is upon us. The new edition of Warhammer Age of Sigmar is nearly here and it's arriving with a huge launch box, Skaventide. So they are definitely were inspired by their own Vermintide and Darktide, and now we have Skaventide. The world's greatest fantasy miniature game. Yeah. But with the rules and everything they teased us already, I'm really not that cynical right now. It really looks like it could be the greatest one. But we have to wait and see. It's definitely on my top 3 right now. So what's in the box? What's in the box? It's so much. It's 24 Stormcasts. It's 10 Liberators. It's 3 Reclusians with 2 Watchers in the Dark, the Memorians. It's the... Oh no, we're gonna talk about all of this in a moment. 50 Skaven, of which are 40 clan rats, by the way, which is a humongous number. It's way too much. This just feels like push those numbers. We need higher numbers. We need to get the people hyped because no one will remember that they have to paint these models. Or let them stay grey, whatever you want. But it's just way too much. And this is really, really scary for me. Because if this is just a 500-point army on both sides, this is the scary one. This is really, really scary. Okay, 4 terrain features, which is fine. This is for a spearhead, obviously. 2 range rulers, which is really, really inspired by Star Wars Legion. The core book, which I still say it's not supposed to be in there. Spearhead, the book, which is fantastic, but also not to be in there. But this is a topic for debate, because this is just 2 spearhead forces pumped up to 11, ramped up to 11, and to have the spearhead book in there is a nice, well, not option, but it's a nice thing to have. Double-sided game board, nice, check. Spearhead card deck, nice, check. General's Handbooks cards, also check. I really, really love this. This feels like a launch set that we deserve as customers, as paying customers. The box is divided into 2 sides, coming at 1,200 points. Okay, I take everything back. There are 24 Stormcast Eternals, Reforged Warriors, and Grizzled Veterans of 1,000 conflicts and 50 Skaven swarming horrors who fight with overwhelming numbers, foul magics, and madcap technology. Wait. Combined 1,200 points or each? This is the most important thing now, because if it's each, it's 600 points for each side. If it's 1,200 points, oh no, I misspoke there. I mean, each have 1,200 points would be awesome, or combined 600 points for each side. This is really, really interesting. I do hope that this is 1,200 points for each side. That would be fantastic. That would be amazing. Then the 50 Skaven models wouldn't be that bad, because it's a Horde army, and that would make it by way more exciting. Because limiting resources makes for better games. I know it sounds weird, but it's just a fact. Stormcast Eternals. Okay. Created by Sigmar himself to reclaim the mortal realms from the forces of chaos, each Stormcast Eternal is a heroic soul snatched from the god of death and reforged into an immortal warrior upon the anvil of apotheosis. Sigmar's lie was that this immortality would not have consequences, which in itself is a lie, because that was something that we discovered in first edition. It is as much a curse as a boon, for each fresh death and reforging hammers out more flaws. It is also whittles away a little bit more of their soul. The Skaven threat is so dire, however, that Sigmar has been forced to throw open the Ruination Chamber and press back into service those warriors on the brink of losing themselves completely. All are willing to fight, as the hour is simply too dire. Then we have the Lord Vigilant on Gryffstalker, which is a beautiful model, which is what we had in the chat yesterday, or rather today. It's the Lord Aquila on Gryffcharger. This is now the Lord Vigilant on Gryffstalker. Beautiful model. I can't wait for this one. And then we have the Lord Terminus. I don't have anything to say about this one. It's really amazing. He has his own little scale dude with him. This one release from the Curse of Immortality. There is one release from the Curse of Immortality, the Oblivion offered by the Lord Terminus. In this hour of need, these warriors will range on the battlefield, take Skaven heads with their mighty blade Terminus. Oh, sorry, there was a little... was it here? Yeah, sorry. We really need to talk about the lore of this one. Also, just again, the model looks amazing. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I'm so sorry, but we have to talk about everything. Again, Lord Terminus here, even within the somber Ruination Chambers, the Lord Terminus is a figure apart. Armed with a massive blade Terminus, they range the battlefield to execute the enemies of Sigmar with swift, sure strikes. These lonesome individuals are also responsible for the rites of the last threshold, taking the heads of soul-stricken Stormcast Eternals who voluntarily enter oblivion. They are accompanied by Memorian squires who recount their battle honors and keep them tethered to the present. So this is really, really depressing. This is what I meant with this is depression in a box. Then let's just look at the Lord Veritant. She is amazing. I love this model. This is my favorite combo of models in the box. Beautiful. This is everything the Ruination Chamber is in one model. Also the Gryff Crow, which is fantastic. It's birds against rats in this box, because we have our bird-like Gryffstalker. We have the Gryff Crow here, and each Lord Veritant is hand-chosen for their particular hatred of chaos, an emotion that surpasses every other. I love this so much. With their flame-wreathed judgment blade, a curse-breaking staff of abjuration, and a loyal Gryff Crow companion by their side, they purge corruption from the darkest corners of the mortal realms, slaying sorcerers and heretics. So I just imagine there are multiple Stormcasts just standing there. Everyone is, I'm so angry. And one of them has a little bit of spittle down their mouth. It's extra angry. And Sigmar is just like, you get to be a Lord Veritant. This is now my headcanon that they are to be chosen like this. Then we have the Knight Questor, which is just Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is Conan the Barbarian in plate armor. It's just that. Come on, look at him. He's beautiful. He's the Schwarzenegger. And while most Stormcast lords and knights are shackled by the demands of command, some become errant heroes, rowing the realms. Each Knight Questor is summoned to the God King's throne and charged with a mission, such as recovering an ancient relic or slaying an enemy general. Though not part of the Ruination Chamber, they are some of the few Stormcasts allowed to request aid from these soul-stricken powerhouses in order to fulfill their God-given duty. Also a detail, because it's not part of the Ruination Chamber, this model, the shield, the whole iconography, which I was being made aware of in the Reclusian reveal, that they have, like every other Ruination Chamber model, this is just skulls everywhere. I love this so much. This is a nice detail. Yeah, but you can see everyone is somber. Everyone is like, oh, can we get this over with? This is just so depressing. And then we have the Knight Questor who's like, haha, I will mess you up. So I'm not going to talk about Reclusians, Memorians, Prosecutors, Liberators, because we already talked about those. I really love that we have head options in here. So if you already have Stormcast Eternals already, which you should get a couple of Vindictors, sorry, because if you don't like the helmets, you can just give them the bare heads. Okay, yeah, that was this side. Let's just go a little bit faster on this one. Then we have this Skaven, the Clawlord on Norbeast, which is amazing. I mean, look at the Norbeast. In the trailer itself, I was just like, oh yeah, it's a big rat. It's a small rat riding a big rat. But this one looks really like a beast. I love how the whole aesthetic of Age of Sigmar is getting more grim by the second. Just look at Usharan, just look at the Wilder Fiend of the Dark Oath, and now this. Holy damn! I mean, I was never excited for the Skaven like this. I mean, the new refresh of the Skaven obviously made me excited, but I was never the real Skaven fan. But this? Oh, this is so exciting. This is really, really good. I love the block of warpstone as a halberd here. Nice touch. Then we have the Grey Seer with the broken bell and the rats just coming out of it. You can see the little snout here. Beautiful. They nailed the aesthetic of the Grey Seer decades ago, and this is just a range refresh. Love this. This is a glow up. Can't say anything against it. Warlock Engineer we already saw. One thing I was also being made aware of. It's not a warlock, it's basically not an engineer, it's just a sniper dude. Which is fair, but I think this is the engineering part, the sniper rifle. But okay, the Warplock musket is a thing. The Rattling Warp Blaster, which is a shame that we didn't get to be, that it didn't get to reveal as a separate thing. This looks like a mini diorama, by the way. I would build mine without the reds down there because it's just way too much to paint. And I kinda miss that this one's tail is not under the wheel. Maybe I will build at least one on each side and have this one just seconds before destruction. Then we have the red ogres, something that we were in dire need of. Okay, to be fair, we were in dire need of almost everything in the Skaven range. But also beautiful, there are multiple build options in here. We're not gonna go through everything because the video is getting too long already. I'm sorry for that, but I'm just too excited. Just amazing. I just really hope that these are not being bound into the starter boxes, and that the red ogres are not the curse of they are just in starter boxes like in Isles of Blood back in Warhammer Fantasy Battles. But yeah, the smaller brothers of the Red Fiends, Storm Fiends, and I like the same aesthetic for those, just a little less techy. Okay, Warblock Jezzails, we already saw those. Clan Rats, we already saw those. What is really, really interesting with those? Oh, first of all, this one is a nunchuck. I love the nunchuck rat. It's Master Splinter now for me. Yeah, those are just two parts. As far as I understood it in the interview we had today at night, really, really exciting. Can't wait for those. Then what else is in the box? We have the Vigilant Brotherhood and the Northeast Claw Pack. First of all, the 4 terrain pieces here, the Range Ruler. Hopefully we will get a bigger picture of those. I love that this is a board. It's a thick cardboard piece. If you have seen the Leviathan cardboard pieces, those were thick. Those were really, really well-made quality cardboard pieces. Also in the Warcry starter set was also something like this. These are really high quality pieces. So I really love that those are included, and it's not like with the starter boxes that we have as of right now. Just a piece of paper. Those were bad. And they should feel bad for the decision to include a piece of paper in there. I could go to a copy shop in the city and print a piece of paper with sand on it. But this is great. This is exactly what we needed. So the Vigilant Brotherhood is, of course, the Lord Vigilant on Gryphstalker. We have 5 Liberators, 3 Prosecutors, and my favorite model, the Lord... I already forgot the name. Wait, this is the Vigilant? Vigilor? No, this is so many Vigil names in one thing. I'm so sorry. Veritant. Okay. And on the Skaven side, we have 10 Clan Rats. We have the Warblock Engineer. We have the Grey Seer. We have 3 Red Ogres and, of course, the Claw Lord on Norbeast. Then we have 144 pages of Spearhead, Fire and Jade, which contains the rules for 25 separate Spearhead boxes. Great. I still think this could have been a separate release and not to overblow the starter box, the launch box, sorry. Core rules in one neat package. Yeah, terrain sprues. Comes with 3 and 6 inch rulers, and you can snap them together for a 9-inch ruler. This thing that I mentioned is already in Star Wars Legion. I love this. Then, of course, we have the Akshin side, we have the Gyran side. You can see here the line to the deployment zones, which I really, really like. Terrain pieces, of course, you see the board is already jam-packed, so yeah, much more terrain would be really negative for this. Then we have, of course, the core book. Same thing. it shouldn't be in the launch box. 272 pages with match play for First Blood, Path to Glory, Ascension, Rules Glossary, Citadel Terrain List, and copyable Path to Glory and Army rosters. Okay, and the General's Handbook cards. Discover the origins of the Skaventide, the novel by Gary Kloster. I'm really excited for this one, but you cowards, why couldn't you show us the limited version of it? Because I want it in my hands right now. I love that we have the Reclusian with the Memorian here and a Cities of Sigmar dude. Really excited for the Skaventide novel. And of course you can sign up to win one of 10 boxes here. But now the price for this box, which is really funny, because if you go to terms and conditions right here, we have the value of contents of each prize is Great Britain pounds. I'm sorry, pounds in Great Britain, 160, and Australian dollars, 450. That's so much. I'm so sorry, I don't want to laugh, but this just feels ridiculously high. And it's just not that it feels, it is ridiculously high. US dollars, 265. Euros, so for us here in Germany, 210 euros, which is also high, because without the 2 books in there, it would be less. What is this? The total value of the prizes. Oh, okay, it's the 10 boxes. Okay, so really interesting. I must say, after my journey into more starter boxes, I was a little bit depressed, and this is the real world depression now kicking in, not the Stormcast Eternal depression. Please don't call the Lord Terminus to execute me, I'm still in a good mindset. But seeing all those great starter boxes and how new players could get into the games just made me sad on what we have with Age of Sigmar and 40k right now. But seeing this, and hopefully, as this will also be split up into 3 different sizes, which we had with Dominion and now with Leviathan. Of course, this is also going to be a thing now. We get a small version, then we get the middle and the big one. The big one comes with more terrain, which is going to be exciting. But yeah, again, if you want to see our live reactions to all of this, please go to the live stream sections, the Feel Good Friday stream, the last one, as of release of this video right now. We were kinda excited. My friend Medley was also, she was more confused of all the things, which is fair. We also talked a little bit about how this whole reveal event was made more for the people who are already in the game. Which is fair, because no one new in the game, or I say no one, not many people would look into it, and those who are really want to go into the game right now would do their research on their own, which kind of feels yes, and maybe we need more articles made for newcomers, but I'm tired. Don't listen to me right now, please. This is just exciting. I can't wait for this box. What we need right now is the rules in our hands, at least the Spearhead rules. Let us play Spearhead. Let us get excited. Don't follow your strict rules of we need to wait until then. I want to be excited for Spearhead. Spearhead looks amazing. Spearhead looks like a really fun game. And also, this is for me personally now the point, do I want to go into Star Wars Shatterpoint, the core box, which is, by the way, not 210 euros. It's way less than this. Also comes with 2 full factions, comes with more terrain, comes with a light box where you can photograph your miniatures in there. And so, yeah, but make me excited for Spearhead. Give me the rules in my gribbly hands and let me look at Spearhead. Let me play Spearhead. Yes, I'm really, really excited for Spearhead. And also, again, why are there just 12 cards? I know Spearhead is just 4 rounds to play, but damn, I wanted 15 or at best 18 cards in there so we can play the regular games with those cards, and we always have at least 3 out, so our enemies still have to guess what will happen and what could not happen and so on. Okay. But yeah, again, don't make me excited for this. Give me the rules for Spearhead. Again, I'm gonna leave this right here. Thank you for indulging me. Sorry for the rant right now. I'm just so excited for the launch box. I want it. I can't wait for it. So, but what are your thoughts on all of this? Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're down there, please remember to do all the YouTube stuff, because hitting buttons is not only fun. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more wargaming almost every day. And by that, I of course mean like and subscribe. But until then, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, bye, bye.